Hello everyone, thank you for attending our webinar. We are hosting a series of webinars on mobile apps creation using Snappy Cloud database. Today I will show you how to set up basic controls and pull data from the database. At the end of the webinar you will be able to ask questions. To ask a question, please use the questions box on the webinar panel. Using our native features, you will be able to make apps that have a unique look and feel. No programming skills required. You can make apps that have role-based access, complex forms, use databases. When you first register on our website, you are offered to create your first app. You try any pre-built app that you can copy to your account, customize and test. Or you can create an app from scratch. Either way, Snappy what you see is what you get. Visual Editor will open. Here you can start creating a brand new app or modify a ready-made app. To the left from the iPhone canvas, you will see the information about the app. Icons, splash screen, colors and fonts. App name, app information, various app settings, sign-up email that your app users will receive if they register in your app. User management means role-based access to your app. You can actually control who has access to your app content with this user management setting, so you can create apps that use authentication and have role-based access. PayPal settings, if your app utilizes product list, shopping cart, donations or other payments. Once you set up app name, icon and basic color theme, you need to save your app here. Now you can start filling it out with content. To the right from the iPhone canvas you see different tabs, buttons and elements. Tabs, also known as pages, are placed at the bottom of the iPhone screen. You can make a tab have all the needed content displayed on it, or you can add a button on this tab to show that content. For example, if you drag and drop Facebook tab, it will show the content right on clicking this button. Or you can choose to use Facebook as button. In this case, you need to add custom tab or new tab. It is the tab that allows dragging and dropping various buttons on it. And it's not like that just with the Facebook. It concerns all buttons versus tabs. When you add tabs and buttons, you see that their names and images can be changed. To change the default name and image, click the red Settings button on the tab. Specify the icon here. See, we just changed it. Tabs can only be black and white, unlike buttons that can take any shape, color and font. With buttons you can specify your icon either with a predefined one from the library or uploading your own from computer. Now save the app. To preview your app, please download Snappy Preview app from iTunes and Google Play Store. Then you need to log in with your Snappy credentials and view your apps. Let's create a simple home page. This page will allow your app users contact you by one button call, email, social media channels, etc. The home page is a custom or new tab that allows adding all the buttons to it. Let's add an image. Choose the height and width. With any business, it is important to guide your clients to your locations. You can use our Maps elements to do that. We have several controls to help you display the locations. Nearby, Map, Advanced Map. The Nearby element uses a simple Excel spreadsheet with your business's location, or you can enter your business keywords and will show everything Google could find. The Map and Advanced Map may use simple Excel spreadsheet or database. You can add practically every icon and lay it out just the way you want. If you want to upload your locations, please choose to upload a list. In this case, you need to download sample spreadsheet, and fill it out with your information. Now let's add contact buttons. Call, email, social media. They will be added to a custom button. Specify the phone number, email address, maybe your website, social links, any information you wish. Don't forget to save the app. This is how our homepage looks like. This is the list of restaurants that is shown in the Nearby. The contact buttons. This is how we created a homepage in less than 10 minutes. And these are the basics. With Snappy, you can create apps with built-in integration to databases, utilizing web services and ODBC, relational databases, standard protocol to access data in relational databases. If you want to pull data from your database, store it on your device, share it, and so on, you need to go to the data source dialog in the editor. A few words about data source dialog. As you can see, it is equipped with lots of information and details. For example, first of all, you need to upload data to the data source dialog so that our system had data to pull. Click the development environment question mark to see what is needed from you. It says upload data from spreadsheet into data table located on Snappy Cloud Server. Let's consider an example. You want to show a product catalog. The catalog contains product names, descriptions, images. All these are separate tables in the Excel spreadsheet. When you upload it to the data source dialog, it then shows the data in the table. The next step is to match data type. We have text, image, date, time, etc. So you need to match image with image, description with text. Don't forget to save the data source. Once saved, it will be visible in the trunk to the left. Now we need to show this data in the app. To do so, click to Add Advanced List tab. The dialog will open showing you the settings. View. Here you set up the element, name, icon, and font. Security. Here you set up who can edit the information in the advanced list. Add data to the data source, delete it, edit it. By default, there are 3 user types: anonymous, logged in, and app reviewer. We can add more users in user management section, which is placed to the left from the iPhone canvas. List view. Here you select the data source, and set up how the data pulled from your database will be displayed. List view template is the list that shows some amount of data. Detail view template shows the rest of the data. You can choose existing templates or customize it. Sorting and searching filters allow to perform search and sort of your data based on specific criteria. And share settings allows to share the information pulled from your database. Click OK. We need to set up the detail view. Here you specify the amount of text pulled from the database. In my case, it will be the name of the pizza. Click Data Source, and the text field from the database is pizza name. Then the image. There is no need for you to add actual image, because it will be pulled from the database anyway. So by default it's just Snappy icon. Another text element will give me the price. And some text for description. Now let's save the app to see what we get. This is the list of our pizza pulled from the database. Name, image, price, details. With the ability to utilize cloud database, you can collect rich data from your app users, such as photos, signatures, barcodes. For example, you want to collect feedback from your app users. You need to create a spreadsheet with appropriate columns. The data I would like to collect is username, photo for the restaurant, feedback, and contact information. So I upload this spreadsheet to the data source, match the columns, save the data source, and close. Simply add universal form element to your app and configure the settings. Title, submit by data source. Here you specify if you are using database. Submit by email. Here you specify if you need to send the submitted data to the predefined email address. Submit by a web post. Here you specify if you are using web post mode, web service to collect data. Configure your element. Here specify the button options, time settings, and paging. You can add paging if you have a large form and would like to show form submission progress to your app user. Click OK. These are the fields that need to be added to the form. Name, match the data with the appropriate column from the data source. Choose if the field is required or not. Using the photo control, you can allow your app users to take pictures. Feedback. Every time any user fills out this form, the data goes to the database. You can download it from here. Snappy Cloud Database allows our users to operate any amount of data. You can create apps that connect to Snappy Cloud Database or your internal IT systems. Besides, Snappy offers pre-built templates for connectors to such databases as Salesforce, Blogger, MailChimp, Vimeo, and so on. The Snappy platform is very flexible and we continue adding new features. We have detailed user manual, tutorials, frequently asked questions, chat, and are now adding a support forum. After working on your app for a while, you can get great results. Just preview your work on your device. You will see how using tabs, buttons, and elements you can create a totally custom app. Now let us pass to questions and answers. Please type your questions in the questions box in the webinar. Okay, the first question that I see: what platform do you support? We support native iOS and Android, as well as HTML5 web apps. Will the audio video from this webinar be available for download after it is over? Yes, the webinars are recorded, so you will be able to watch this video live on YouTube channel. All the webinar attendees will get the link. Another question: what if I want to expand the functionality of your editor? Can I do it? Yes, if you need to have features that are not listed in our editor, please send us an email to get the feature you need, or use JS plugin if you have programming skills. The JS plugin I refer to is here. The next question: can I charge for my apps? Yes, you can. Another question: how can I submit my app to Apple? To submit your app to Apple, you need to click the Submit Publish button. Then you choose the store that the app will go to and enter your credentials. We'll do the rest. Any other questions? Will my apps still have Snappy branding? No, your app will be white labeled after you purchase one of our pricing options. What is the cost of this software? The information about the pricing can be found here. Platform pricing. Can the database perform dynamic calculations that will be updated immediately? For example, user inputs, records are updated, and calculations are updated and results displayed. The answer is yes. By the way, you can take a look at our user manual. That can be found in resources. We have lots of information how the platform works, all the features, all the supported buttons, and actually you can find practically any question in this manual. More questions? What supports do you provide? Well, if you have any problems with your app or any questions on how to use our software, you can just drop us an email to support@snappy.com and we will help you. Can database accommodate users of different levels and degrees of access within one large database? Yes, you can set role-based access to your app so that your app users could use their own credentials and have access to this or that information. After app development completion, how long does the app submission publication process usually take? With Google, it usually takes a couple of hours to get your app live in the Google Play Store. As for Apple, it takes longer. Their review process is stronger and usually takes 2 weeks. Other questions? Okay, if you come up with any questions, feel free to send them to support@snappy.com and you will get the answer shortly. Thank you everyone for attending. As I mentioned, you will all receive the link to this webinar after it is published on YouTube. Thank you all. Bye bye.